Overwhelmed in New York asks, how do I know when to do a task versus delegate? What's the best way to track those delegated tasks?
Yeah, so delegation. As a functional manager, you delegate stuff all the time. That's the way you do things. Your boss gives you a bunch of stuff that your department has to do, and you delegate it out to the people in your function. That's functional management, though. Project managers never delegate.
Okay.
It doesn't mean that they do everything themselves. What they do is, by use of a responsibility matrix, they take all the work that's on the work breakdown structure, they put it on the x-axis of the responsibility matrix, they have the team on the y-axis, and then they ask people who is going to work on this. And we're going to ask for people to make a commitment in front of their peers to do that work. And at first, when people get into this mode the first time, it's a little awkward because people are used to having been told you have to do this.
Right.
But you get a tremendous amount of power by having people volunteer to get that work done themselves, because when it comes time later to say, hey Cassie, remember when you said you were going to do this particular task, you remember making that commitment in front of me, in front of 5 other people, you're much more likely to do it versus me saying, Cassie, you do this and get it done in 5 days.
Right.
You don't have that ownership.
Right.
But now we've got to make those commitments visible. We have to show it on the responsibility matrix, which we're going to print out and stick on the wall of our cubicles. So every time anyone walks by our office, they're going to see their name. They're going to see these indicators, with whether it be a circle dot or a big R or something indicating that I'm responsible for that task. They're going to go to the next chart, which is my Gantt chart, and see when they're expected to do that. And they're constantly reminded of the commitments they made during the planning session.
Okay, so commitments must be visible.
Commitments must be